It was delicious. What happened is that every time my father came home from work, us kids would search his pockets, and he always made sure to have some goodies in there. But I was never in the chocolate factory.
Oh.
It's in another town outside of Krakow. You know what? I don't recall any dreams. In fact, all my childhood memories have been obliterated. I don't have any of those memories. I don't remember going to school. I don't remember having friends. Everything was blocked out from the times that the Holocaust began. I do remember everything in the bad years, but the good years are all disappeared. Thank you, Elizabeth. You know, we count on you to keep repeating my story so the world doesn't forget. I know there a lot, the anti-Semites are saying it never happened. It never happened. It's a lie. How could they say that? 6 million of us, 1.5 million of whom were children, were all slaughtered. I lost 5 members of my own family. They were actually with me in Bochnia Ghetto, my parents. But they were waiting for me in Bochnia, outside the ghetto. We left in that truck, and the next transport was supposed to be my father and mother. And of course, they were discovered and everyone was shot. It was like a dream. I couldn't believe what my eyes are seeing. People dancing on the street, and people are going to proms and eating in those restaurants outside. People going to pray and services. It was absolutely, they didn't believe that anything is going outside of their little world. They didn't believe, even if I told them, because they said Germany is an ally of Hungary. So why would Germany siphon off soldiers to occupy a friendly country when they needed every soldier to fight a front? And it didn't make sense. But you know, to Hitler, 700,000 or 800,000 Jews, to kill them and to pilfer their wealth was more important than winning the war at that point. He knew he was losing the war, yet he siphoned off soldiers to occupy a friendly country. It didn't make sense. And within 6 weeks, he was already shuttling out people to the death camps. He was telling us, of course, that we're going to be relocated to Germany and bring along whatever valuables. It was all a lie. When we first arrived, when they opened up the kettle cars and they yelled to leave all the belongings on the, don't pick anything up. Women and children to the right and men to the left. I was holding on to my sister Goldie and my little brother Thule, and we were just being pulled apart. But remember, I was 15 and a half. I wasn't a child anymore, and I wasn't an adult either. I could have gone with my sister and my little brother. Had I gone with them, I wouldn't be here today. So it was a miracle that I decided to go with my uncle and my cousin. And then when I finally came in front of Dr. Mengele, he was an angel of death. He decided who should live, who should die with a flick of a finger. I didn't know who he was. It was a doctor. But I heard him ask a question of a young man. Kannst du 5 kilometers laufen, or would you rather go by truck? Well, he says he had a bad knee, would rather go by truck. He sent him to the right. That was certain death. But I don't know that. Right, left, I don't know the difference. But something in my 15 and a half year old mind was telling me, why would he ask such a question when I see the barracks are still here? I figured he's testing us to see if we're strong enough to work. So I tell my uncle, whatever he asks you, tell him you can run, you're healthy, you can work. And my cousin, but let me go first. And I come in front of him. I stretch myself out. I was only 15 and a half. I salute him and I said, 18 Jahre alt, gesund und arbeitsfähig. I'm 18 years old, I'm healthy, and I can work. So he asked me, kannst du 5 kilometers laufen? I said, jawohl, yes. That was another miracle. Why would I? My saying that I'm 18 years old was a lie. Why did I say it? I figured if this is a camp, if he's testing us to see if we're strong enough to work, I better be 18. But that was a miracle in itself. And he sent me to the left. My uncle and cousin followed. You know about my diamonds in my shoes? They walked us into this big auditorium, like a school. And he told us to get undressed, get out of your shoes, and walk over to the line of barbers. They're going to cut your hair all over. and then go to the showers. Well, my uncle gave me those shoes with the diamonds. He got out of the shoes. His son, my cousin, he got out of the shoes. I didn't want to get out of them. It had diamonds in it. To me, it was such a big thing. I had diamonds. So I walk over naked to the barbers with my beautiful full-size black shoes. The barbers cut my hair all over, and they don't say anything about my shoes. The guards are walking back and forth and looking at me. It's like God blinded their eyes. They didn't say anything about my shoes. Had they seen it, they would have shot me. I disobeyed an order. And it was another miracle. I walked in with the shoes into the showers. They had selections. Every morning, naked, you had to stand and they counted you. And if you're too skinny, they pulled you out to send you to the gas chambers. It was day and night. I heard the screaming from those children and the men, and they were throwing in alive into the fiery pits, just one barrack away from us. And every day and all night, to screams and screams. And I made a big mistake. I didn't believe my Stubenälteste that what he was telling me, that they're throwing children in the fiery pit. When I asked him, what do I hear and what do I see? The flames. So I snuck out in the middle of the night, my barrack, and I went to the other barrack behind the wall, and I see 3 trucks, and people are throwing in human beings like they were garbage. I saw him pick up a little girl, and she's screaming with her skirt flopping, and they threw her in. The mistake I made by seeing this, it won't leave me day and night. I see that in front of me. I can't sleep. I see it in front of me. So I'm suffering with that.